Hi, my name's Jeff Cho, and I'm a student at the University of Alberta working on the Review Board Administration UI team for the fall 2018 semester of UCOSP. I'm going to take you quickly through a couple things I've been working on during the code sprint and beyond, namely the Sortable Columns Fix and the Security Center widget on the admin dashboard, the latter of which I worked on together with Stormcafer. So first, the Sortable Columns Fix. The reason we needed this fix is because there was a bug on certain pages with sortable columns where you could manually enter a sort query into the URL bar and cause an error 500. So this would happen on pages where data grids, which are composed of columns, are being displayed. And this users page that I've got up is an example of that. So here we have a data grid for the users with 3 columns, one for username, one for full name, and one for review requests. Now, the username column is set sortable, which means that when I click on it, it will sort the data grid accordingly using this field. And you see that the URL field is updated accordingly as well. The full name column is not set sortable, so when I click on it, nothing happens and no update to the URL bar. However, nothing is preventing a user from entering a manual query up here, and in certain cases where there's some conflict with the name of the columns or the field that is trying to pull from, it will cause an error 500, which we don't want to happen. So in order to fix this, in the data grids of giblets, we've added a quick check just to make sure that the column is in fact sortable. And if it's not, we don't add it to the sort list. And the sort list is what's used in pre-compute objects to generate the query set to sort the data grid. So this prevents users from accessing this sort functionality manually via query string. And I'll show you on my version of Review Board. So username will sort, but if I enter full name, so nothing happens, and even though it takes this sort query, it's simply dropped in the load state because it does not correspond to a column that is set sortable. We do some additional checking and logic in the pre-compute objects to go with this, and we also have 4 unit tests that were added. One pair with a single invalid key, both of which fail, and 2 with 1 valid key and 1 invalid key in ascending and descending order. And these are successful at sorting on the valid key and ignoring the invalid key, which is exactly what we want to see happen here. So the next thing is the Security Center widget on the admin dashboard. So this is the Security Center widget on the admin dashboard right here. And what it does is it displays some information about any security issues that were detected. And it gives you a short description of what those issues are. As this new widget was a joint effort with Stormcafer, I'll talk about the components of this widget that I was responsible for. So I created the Security Center widget class, which we can see in widgets. So here we have the Security Center widget class, and it's modeled somewhat after the news widget class. And in order to display this widget or to render this widget, we've added a new view. And here we see the security feed using this security feed template. And we have the security check runner, which is what runs these security checks and figures out things that we might want to fix about the security level of Review Board. And so we take the error messages from the security check runner and pass them to the template. And so they go to the security feed, which checks to see if there were any errors detected at all, and if there were, it generates the output for them. And then this is taken by the widget itself, which has some AJAX logic here to load the data from this security feed, and also enables us to hit the reload button to rerun the security check. If we've made some updates and we want to see if we still have issues, we can reload and rerun the security check. And of course, we haven't made any changes, so we're not going to see any. Or we can hit this More button to go to the full Security Center website or page, where we can get a lot more information about these error messages. So that is the Security Center admin dashboard widget. So I've been working on a couple more things as well. The next thing that I've been tackling since I've done the Sortable Columns Fix is allowing multiple DB fields for columns. Currently, columns are tied to single sort of database attributes, and we want to expand that to allow one column to have multiple database fields that it pulls from. So for example, for full name, we may want to have it pull from first name and last name instead of this concatenation of full name and last name. However, I don't really have anything to show you there, so hopefully that'll be in my demo video too. So thank you for watching. This has been demo video 1 for Jeff Cho, Review Board Admin UI Team, Fall 2018 semester of UCOSP.